where you always have a front row seat.
Hey, Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Good afternoon and welcome to Hulman Arena on the campus of Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. An important weekend, as always, in the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Today, the Ravens of Anderson at 13-8 overall, 9-5 in the HCAC, winners of their last three. And the Fighting Engineers of Rose-Hulman, 6-15 overall. They're currently 5-9 after a big win over Hanover on Wednesday. Again, trying to stay within reach of that final playoff spot in the HCAC tournament. College basketball on IndianaSRN and the RHI TV network is brought to you by Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local hometown John Deere dealer since 1955 with 5 central Indiana locations. Reynolds meets all your equipment, parts, and service needs. Boilermaker Local 374, representing skilled workers across Indiana. Discover the Boilermaker advantage with Local 374. Burtner Electric, spark with confidence, your trusted electrician partners since 1986. Wheeler Mission, helping our neighbors in need since 1893, thanks to generous, caring individuals like you. Morales Group Staffing, building better futures one story at a time. Let us help you find your next opportunity. LifeWise Academy. LifeWise Academy brings Bible education to public school students during school hours. Learn more at lifewise.org. LIUNA, the Build America Union, 500,000 strong, fighting for better wages, safer job sites, and greater opportunities. And the IndianaSRN sports page, sports from border to border, coast to coast, your source for high school, college, and pro sports coverage. Troy Dergowski, Coach Keith Myers with you on a Saturday afternoon. After today, only 3 games remaining in the regular season. And Coach, it really shows you now how important, how important this weekend is. With only 3 games remaining, I would say for Rose-Hulman, you're kind of in a must-win situation.
The women's must win. Men, you can stub your toe maybe once, but I don't think that would be good. For the women's, they are tied for 5th place. Do you realize 2 weeks ago when we were here, they were out of this situation?
Yeah.
People are beating each other up. Wednesday night, they were favored to lose by 14. They win by 8. They come back, and they come back strong, and they looked really good during walkthrough today. That's a pretty impressive game. Anderson got here really early and shot a lot of baskets in that field house over there.
Well, if we have found out over the last couple of weeks, Coach, there's no doubt about it, it's the little things that are making the difference. And you talk about coming in shooting early, we talk about free throws, we talk about turnovers, and we have found now that in the last couple of times we've been here, that's been a big difference for both the men and the women.
You turn the ball over more than 10 times, you're probably going to get beat.
Yeah.
Right now, you just got to play in that level. I think the other day they had 16 turnovers. You can't – it's tournament time.
Yeah.
You got to play and you have to come mentally ready for this game. Some of the seniors came out and shot early today. You walk through this campus, especially as a senior, this is the last time that you're going to play in front of this home crowd. You got to play really strong here.
Well, this Anderson Ravens team is playing good basketball. We mentioned they've won their last 3, and they've been impressive wins, Coach. There's no doubt about it. We're going to take a look at the standings a little bit later, and we're going to take a look at the key players on this team, but they're playing good basketball about the time they needed to.
Izzy Davis is the stirrer. She averages 13.7 a game. Bella Lawson does a nice job as well, and I really like this Sarah Swoops team basketball player as well. Those 3 are like the 3-headed monster, so to speak, but Izzy is the key. If she is hitting, she's very good. Their play-by-play guy that does their play-by-play is with our camera crew today. He said she could light it up from anywhere, and she's done that all season long.
But there's one thing you're going to notice about them, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to show you their starting lineup right now, because when you look at the starters, they are very balanced. But the one thing you're going to notice, Coach, is, and I love defense, they play defense.
They do have to play defense, or they have to walk home. I mean, it's just you play defense or not. But the starting lineup for Anderson has been very consistent all year long. There you see it. And it's just a well-balanced team with senior leadership with a little bit of youth in that as well.
Yeah, well, when you mentioned Larison right there, a 5'10 senior, then, of course, you can get big as well. They go big, they can go small, they can shoot the basketball, they do just about everything right. And they're going to be in the hunt in the next week and a half getting ready for that tournament. Don't be surprised if the Ravens don't find themselves fighting for that number 1 spot when it's all said and done. I know it's going to be tough, but it can be done.
I think they can get to 3, Troy. I really do.
The Raven fans don't like you anymore in this broadcast.
I think they really can get to 3. I don't know if they can get to 1.
Yeah. Well, they may prove you wrong eventually, huh?
Then Transylvania really has to fall apart.
Yeah.
I think that team right there is not as good as they've been, but I could see them slip. I don't know if Anderson can get up there.
You may remember
3 weeks from now when we're at Anderson, you can tell me
I'll
that.
tell you that.
Okay.
But I'm going to remind you, it wasn't too long ago. We were right here in this gymnasium, and this Rose Hulman team gave them everything they wanted, speaking of Transylvania.
Yeah,
so.
and Matt went closer to you in the close-up. So, I'm again, scoring, rebounding, they don't turn the ball over much either. And they're very balanced. He'll bring 6, possibly 6, 7 players off the bench as well. 6 and 7. I don't know how deep they can go, but maybe they can go deeper than that.
All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about the Fighting Engineers and their big win over Hanover, and again, what to expect today. It's coming up right here on RHIT.TV.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Today's broadcast is a copyright production of IndianaSRN and the HCAC. Any use, reproduction, or distribution of this audio or video content without the express written consent of IndianaSRN and the HCAC is strictly prohibited. Now, if you'd like to be a part of IndianaSRN, we are committed to providing high-quality broadcasts that showcase our student-athletes, coaches, and schools. And to keep this coverage growing, we rely on the support of fans just like you. So if you're able to give financially or know a business or organization that would like to support our mission, your contribution makes a real impact. And every dollar goes toward equipment, travel, and delivering an ESPN-style experience for high school and college sports across the Midwest. If you're interested in supporting IndianaSRN, contact us at coach@IndianaSRN.org.
What's that email again?
It is coach@IndianaSRN.org.
I hear he's a really good guy.
He's a great guy.
Coach@IndianaSRN.org.
.org. Very good. All right, Rose Hulman knocking off Hanover 66-59. They outscored Hanover, speaking of Rose Hulman, 33-18 in the second and third quarters to get that win. That's big.
Well, I asked Coach what you say, and he walked away from me. So I don't know what he said, but he got the fire going. You could just feel the energy in his building today.
Well, they got to be playing good basketball if they're going to make the tournament. The top 8 make it. And so they got to be playing good basketball. If you're going to be playing good basketball, why not do it here at the end of the year?
You're 7-7 in the conference. You're tied for 5th place. You're 10-11. So today you go to 500. You could go to 500. Anderson, on the other hand, is 10-10. They could go one game below 500. They're also tied for the 5th place. This sets up for a great game, and it should be a lot of fun. Momentum is the key in this game.
Here are the starters here today for Rose Hulman, and a lot of it surrounds the play of Caitlin Fennell, who can rebound and can score.
I like Caitlin. I like really Schiff. Sophie Reese and Emma Schiff does a nice job to balance all that. But, yeah, you leader by far, the sophomores doing a really good job today.
All right, while we'll have a moment, Coach, let's talk about the tale of the tape. You put these two teams side by side, and there's what you're seeing.
Look how close all that stuff is. By the way, my compliments to whoever does that. Our stat guy works like crazy getting that done. Good job. Looks good. Looks clean. The 79, I don't think they'll even come close to 79 today.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. I think this game will be in the 50s.
Really?
Yep.
You know your record in doing that.
I'm 0-12.
Yeah, you're not doing really well.
I'm due, baby. I'm due.
You got to be due at some point. So there you have the tale of the tape between these two teams. And there's no doubt about it. The one number you got to keep an eye on, and I still believe it even today, will be turnovers. You can't turn the ball over in key situations.
I completely agree.
And by the way, we're going to check out the standings as well, because we want to get you updated on what is happening in the top teams in the conference. Again, 8 of the teams will make it into the tournament. Now, it depends. Again, we still have 3 games after this, so we've got a long way to go. And you say, well, 3 games. That is still a long way to go, because when you look at all the teams and the way they're bunched up, Coach, anything can happen in the next week and a half.
Yeah, let's take a look at those standings real quick if we can. Look at that. Transylvania, number 1. Franklin, I tell you what, that lost just comes off the page. Anderson, Berea, Mount St. Joseph, and, of course, then Hanover and 7 and 8. So on and so forth. So it's a must-win for both teams.
Transylvania's won 6 straight. They're playing good basketball. We're going to come back. We will have are we going downstairs?
Yeah, we're going to go see the seniors.
Okay, we're going to go to the seniors first.
The Student Athlete Advisory Committee, and the Chair of Mechanical Engineering Student Advisory Board. Upon graduation, Tori will work at Cook Medical in Bloomington, Indiana, as a manufacturing engineer on the new product introduction transfers team. Ladies and gentlemen, Tori Scales. Our second senior is biomedical engineering major, Columba Rodriguez-Rael. She's being supported by her parents, Monica Rael Pinto and Father Javier Rodriguez-Posadas. Columba has appeared in 39 career games for the Fighting Engineers, while at Rose Hulman, she has served as the Vice President of the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, a student representative at the International Programs Committee, and Ask Rose tutor and grader for the math department. Following graduation, Columba will spend the summer working as a manufacturing engineer at Mountaineer Group in Michigan. She will then return to Rose Hulman to complete her master's degree in engineering management before transitioning into the medical device industry. Ladies and gentlemen, Columba Rodriguez-Reyes. Our final senior is computer engineering major with a minor math, C.K. Gallegos Rodriguez. She's being escorted by her parents, Martha Rodriguez and Alejandro Gallegos, and boyfriend Eddie Simon Jr. C.K. has appeared in 65 career games, making 45 starts for Rose Hulman. She's averaged 5.5 points and 5.3 rebounds per game, while recording 4 career double-doubles. She has also thrived on the defensive end, averaging 1.4 steals and 0.9 blocks per game. CK scored a career-high 16 points against both Transylvania and Bluffton, and she held in a career-best 16 rebounds against Earl. CK is a 2-time HCAC All-Academic Team Selection, and she has accumulated a 4.0 GPA at Rose Hulman and a certificate in communication system. She is a member of the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, IEEE Beta Kappa Nu, Tau Beta Pi, the Engineering Honor Society, and the Association for Women in Mathematics. After graduation, CK will work as an engineering systems architect for HII Mission Technologies in Dayton, Ohio, while pursuing an online master's degree in radar signal processing. Ladies and gentlemen, CK Gallegos Rodriguez. Let's hear it one more time for the Rose Hulman Women's Basketball Senior Class of 2026.
3 seniors being honored here in our pregame festivities as we continue our coverage of Rose Hulman women's basketball here on RHIT.TV. Being a senior it's a great honor, especially if you've been here all 4 years. You put a lot of time, effort, and you hear that most of them are going to go on and either get a higher degree like you and I did, or they're going to go on and get into the business world.
The crazy thing about this is it's just a special time of day. Mom and Dad had a couple of parents come up to us before the game and said, hey, we live so far away that we watch all the games. We love how you broadcast the game. And they just kept on complimenting me. And I just had to give Troy the opportunity to say, hey, I helped too.
It made you kind of uncomfortable, didn't it, knowing that your humbleness and all of that kind of played into that as well. So, all right, we're ready to go. And we're going to go to the national anthem coming up here in a couple of moments. And what's nice about this, Coach, is they always have somebody local doing it.
Yeah, and the cool thing is the band is here today, so it's going to be pretty loud and proud as well.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Logan Smith, and welcome to Hulman Arena here on the campus of Rose Hulman Institute of Technology. Today's matchup features the visiting Anderson University Ravens and your Rose Hulman Fighting Engineers. Before the introduction of today's starting lineups, we ask that you please join us as we honor America as our Rose Hulman pet band plays the national anthem.
Fighting Engineers pep band here this afternoon, and it's time for the starting lineups with our public address announcer.
At guard, number 13, Sydney Sirota. At guard, number 15, Paige Williamson. At guard, number 30, Ashley Payton. At guard, number 32, Rolo Larison. And at post, number 34, Victoria DIII. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Rose Hulman Flying Engineers. At guard, 5'4" junior from Jeffersonville, Indiana, number 3, Sophia Reese. At forward, one of our seniors, she's 5'10", El Paso, Texas, number 12, CK Gallegos Rodriguez. At forward, a 5'10" sophomore from Jasper, Indiana, number 23, Emma Schick. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore from Terre Haute, Indiana, number 33, Caitlin Flanell. And at guard, another senior, 5'8" from Monterrey, Nuevo Mexico, number 34, Columba Rodriguez.
Right there, your starters, and let's go back over to Coach Keys to today's game.
Rose Hulman must start quick and finish at the rim. Hit free throws, eliminate turnovers. Rose Anderson, stay in the game as long as you can. Get this huge crowd, considering what's at stake today, and you can't play free. Got to go after the ball. Every loose ball has to go to them. Your uniform should be dirty by the end of the day.
Sirota along with Williamson, Pate, Larison, and DIII in the starting lineup. Today for the Ravens, it'll be Reese, Gallegos, Rodriguez, Ship, Fennell, and Rodriguez. And we are ready to go. The Ravens in their traveling dark uniforms and Rose Hulman in their home whites, and we are underway, quarter number 1. See how the Ravens will attack right out of the chute.
I like the man-to-man here.
Here is Williamson. That'll be Pate off the drive. Shot clock down to 10. In the lane with the left hand. Up, in, and out by Williamson. The putback is good. And there's the size inside, and it makes a big difference as Victoria DIII able to get the point. First 2 points on the board. We have a foul the other way. This will go against Larison. So Larison picks up number 1, and that will put Sophia Reese at the line.
She got here really early to warm up this morning.
One more here for Reese. We talked about how important free throws will be today, and there's an early miss already. Number 2 now for Reese. And 2 on your score.
High-scoring game so far.
That's why we pay you the big dollars for the analysis.
You're welcome.
Anderson came off wins over Mount St. Joe and Manchester. That shot missed by DIII in the lane. Another offensive rebound. This shot is in and out by Pate. And here come the Fighting Engineers.
Look at her run to floor. Look at her run to floor.
Entry pass.
Nice.
Here's the shot off the glass. Good. That'll be CK Gallegos Rodriguez.
That's what they need.
Back the other way. 3-2 lead Engineers.
I like how they cut off the passing lane.
3 straight away by Williamson is no good. Offensive rebound, and Larison thought she got fouled. No whistle, and in transition the other way, Gallegos Rodriguez will go to the line.
A week ago, just a week ago, they would not have gone to the basket. They would have pulled that back out. That's exactly what they need to do. Put pressure on the team wearing the black and orange today.
As we go to the line on Tuesday, Transylvania beat Berea 73-46. Mount St. Joe a winner over Franklin 61-55. Bluffton down Earlham as that free throw is good, 86-53. Anderson a win over Manchester 71-57. And this Rose Hulman team, they beat Hanover 66-59. Gallegos Rodriguez hits both. She has 4 early. And the Engineers lead it by 3.
Good quick start here.
The Ravens on the attack. Little floater off the glass, no good. As Sirota can't get it to go, another 50-50 ball. Ravens, Williamson, that's no good, and they are cold early.
Man, that height, though, of theirs is big time, isn't it?
Yeah, they've got some size, undoubtedly. They're going to trap at midcourt. Reese, ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Ravens, 20 on the shot clock. We'll keep an eye when Izzy Davis comes in. She played her high school basketball at Bishop Chatard, averaging 14 points per game. High screen here for Rodriguez. Rodriguez, 15-footer, good.
How about the spin?
Hey, it's senior day. I might as well shoot that one, right?
Dancing with the stars right there, baby.
5-point lead. Lob pass down low. Reverse layup is no good.
They are really cold.
Daytrue's unable to get that one. Still 2 points for the Ravens and a turnover by Rose Hulman. That is number 1.
Anderson is 1 of 8.
And they almost throw it away, and they do. Each team now with a turnover. Question is now, can Rose Hulman take advantage of that turnover, get more points on the board? Rodriguez gives it up, 10 on the shot clock, gets it back, and what do we have here? It's going to be an offensive foul off the pass. Doesn't make Coach very happy, but I think it's a great call from my vantage point. Foul will be against Emma Shipp. Not real happy with that call.
She's moving her feet.
Can we do? Well, if we do have a replay of it, we'll show you how wrong you are, my friend.
Okay.
Okay, we go back the other way. 7-2 your score.
Mark that one.
It's okay to be wrong once in a while. Here is Izzy Davis. Mentioned her a little bit ago. Off the bench, 14 points per game. Ravens off the attack with the left hand, no good. As Sirota can't get it to go, and we'll head the other way.
Pop that.
Sophia Reese, 15-footer, went 14. Rebound Ravens.
The Ravens are 1 of 9 at 11%.
Not a good start. Here's Davis off the drive. Davis no good, but a foul call, and they will get Caitlin Fennell, and that'll be number 1 on Caitlin. You see why Izzy Davis gives them instant offense off the bench. The 5'8 senior. You know, for a lot of players to lead your team in scoring off the bench, it shows you that they care more about the team, because a lot of players say, well, I need to start.
I think she knew that role going in playing for Chatard that way.
Probably gets plenty of playing time.
Coach Dan Wagner, Chatard, good buddy. He's probably watching the game tonight.
Second free throw is on the way and good. So Davis makes it a 7-4 contest. Trap in the backcourt, dangerous pass, stolen away. Sirota gets the steal. Third turnover now by Rose Hulman. Shot is up and no good. Rebound here by Fennell. Fennell on the attack. Izzy Davis will pick her up as they cross the half-court line.
Boy, I tell you what, look at that.
Woo! Layup good. Gallegos Rodriguez with 6.
That's beautiful.
Look like Pete Maravich. 9-4, it'll be Ravens basketball. Lauren Smith is checked in. That 3 is no good as the Ravens remain cold. Last shot by Bella Larison. Extra pass. Fennell for 3, no.
Place would have gone nuts.
Larison with a rebound. We've made it under 5.5 in the opening quarter. The drive, nothing there for Smith. Now it'll be Davis. 10 on the shot clock. Davis wide open in the corner. The 3 is no good. As Larison can't get it, the Ravens stay cold. Sophia Reese, the drive down the lane with the right hand off the front of the rim. Larison the rebound. Ravens on the attack and a bad pass. It was either going to go to Izzy Davis or Lauren Smith. Turnover Ravens, timeout, 9-4 Engineers.
Nanotechnology is in so many different facets of our lives that we don't even realize. So the easy thing is smartphones, nanoscale chips that are in the smartphones. Something else you don't think about are the sensors in all of our cameras. Those sensors that give us the pretty pictures are made by nano engineers. Glitter, it's everywhere, right? Parents' worst nightmare. It's actually a highly designed structure of thin films that they create to have a certain effect. And so that's why you have a single colored glitter, you have a color shift glitter. That's nano engineering.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We are back here at Rose-Hulman.
I love working with him.
There's more activity behind the scenes than you may know.
I tell you what, we got Matt over there in that camera. Got
Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry.
You know him, right?
Too, yeah.
You know, you rode over with him. You should know his name.
And then we got Wawa over here.
Yeah, Wawa's here.
And then we got Sticks over here.
You
And
know,
then your producer, executive producer, just left to get you dinner.
Yeah, well, he should.
Okay.
I'm a little surprised you forgot our producer's name. You rode over with him.
I know, I looked right at him.
How many years have you known him?
A long time.
Okay.
But I remember it now. You know why?
Why?
Burger King is after the game tonight.
Little trap again by the Ravens. Nice pass down the lane. Basket good by Caitlin Fennell. 7-point lead. Ravens back the other way. Basket good as Victoria Detru's able to get her 4th point. 5-point lead. Maria Godoy Rodriguez now checking in for the Fighting Engineers. Fennell deep in the corner. Pull-up jumper is on the way, and that's way off the mark as Anaya Hawkins is checked into the lineup. Izzy Davis dumping down low. Shot off the bottom of the rim by Detraz, and it'll be Rose-Hulman basketball.
See, 3 players went after that basketball. Not.
Look at that.
She actually called for the ball, too. I tell you what, when you call for the ball, you got to make it.
You got to make it. That last foul called on Peterson. So Ravens, so far just 6 points. Paige Williamson is checked back in for Anderson. Skip pass, the extra pass to Davis. Ravens 10 on the shot clock, 3 no good. They remain cold. Ball loose on the floor after that missed 3 by Williamson. And we have a jump ball call here. Possession arrow will be in favor of Rose-Hulman.
3 guys on the ball again.
Boy, the Ravens just shooting-wise.
They're shooting 12.5% at 2 of 16.
Can't get any worse than that.
Rose-Hulman is 4 of 9 for 44.4%.
There's the press again. The one thing about it, you come in and warm up all you want. When it comes to pregame warm-up time, is the shot missed by Peterson. But when it comes to they say when the lights are on, that's when you really need to start hitting shots. Larison for 3. There you go. Larison averaging 13.
First field goal of the day for her.
And they're only down, as bad as they have shot, they're only down by 2.
I know.
This is Reese. They'll jump that screen. Ball loose on the floor, and possession arrow in favor of the Ravens. That's what happens when you turn your back on the dribble to that defense.
Too much dribbling.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you're at the top of either spread the floor.
Well, and you know the scouting report is probably that if I'm going to turn my back, the idea is for the Ravens, they're going to jump that.
Yep.
And so you got to know as a dribbler, it's coming. So after losing the possession arrow, 4th turnover by Rose-Hulman. Ravens basketball, chance to tie or take the lead, and there is a foul. And we'll go to the free throw line. Looks like that'll be on 35, which is Anaya Hawkins. Hawkins picks up the foul. Victoria Detru's at the line. It's got to go 15 feet. That one went 14. She'll try one more. Line drive, this one good.
5 points on a night.
Only down by one. Wide open. Peterson. And double dribbled with it.
You got to know what to do with the basketball. Come on now.
5th turnover now, and officially, of course, you can follow along on the Rose-Hulman website. If you want to follow the stats live as we go here this afternoon, that is Pate. They don't waste a whole lot of time attacking the rim, and another foul. Hawkins just picked up number 2.
Got to move your feet there. You got to ask for help, too, because I tell you what, she took her by a step.
Gallegos Rodriguez checking back in, and that will put Hawkins on the bench with the 2 fouls. And we're tied at 11.
That quick start, they just couldn't capitalize on it.
No.
Did
Yeah, you got to put the gas down a little bit further if you can, but all of a sudden now, despite the shooting woes, Anderson has taken a 1-point lead. That is Peterson across the timeline. You forced 5 turnovers here in the opening quarter. Shot fake, drive, baseline, block shot. His ship can't get it to go, but they'll get it back. 4 on the shot clock. Ball on the floor. And off the glass and good by Emma Ship. It wasn't pretty, but she got it to go. Ravens back the other way. Izzy Davis. And a whistle, and looks like they got it for a carry. For the Ravens, I have them for 3 turnovers.
Look at this. You talk about fighting for a basket. Whoa. Anderson's shooting 17.6%. Rose is shooting 41.7. It's 13-12.
Yeah,
Help me understand this game.
That's a weird game. Drive by Gallegos Rodriguez. It'll be Godoy Rodriguez. The 3 on the way is good from the left corner. CK Gallegos Rodriguez off to a good start here this afternoon. Ravens wasting no time, and they turn it over.
I have her for 9 points so far. Is that what you have her for?
Yep. Average is 4.
Senior. Fire up, big boy.
Well, that was like when you saw Rodriguez hit that bucket earlier.
Yep.
I'm a senior. I might as well come out and
itch it in stone.
Perform good. Under a minute to go. Here in the opening quarter, the extra pass. Sophia Reese for 3.
In rhythm.
And all of a sudden it's back to a 7-point lead. An 8-0 run now by the Fighting Engineers. There is a difference of about 7 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Sirota, the head fake. In the corner, the 3 on the quick release. No good by Williamson. Stripped away, ball loose. And it will be an over and back, which is a good call simply because you touched it in the front court, it went into the back court. Unfortunately, you get charged for a turnover in a play like that.
I don't think this is over and back.
Well, we have a little dispute on whether this is an over and back.
They're gonna review. I don't think she had control, so that ball wouldn't go in the backcourt. That's a free ball for anybody. I think this is going to get overturned.
Is that kind of like that foul down here that you didn't
like? I said.
Or is that like, hey, by the way, I hate to tell you this, but The Engineers have 19 points. You said it was going to be in the, 50s?
Yeah.
That's the average isn't working out. Oh, go ahead.
Are you disagreeing with me?
No, I'm just saying there's all possibilities here.
Okay, folks, here we go. I'll tell you what, if I'm wrong, I'll buy you a Coke at halftime.
Oh, boy.
Okay?
And if I'm wrong,
$2.
I buy you a steak dinner, right?
No, if you lose, then you buy me a Coke.
Okay.
Is that fair?
That's fair.
All right.
I didn't bring any money with me,
losers
though.
got to go get – what do you mean you didn't bring any money?
I'll get you next time.
All right. Now, if you watched the game the other night, I think there was 5 reviews.
Right.
This is number 1. Please
Yes.
don't make it 5 reviews today.
Yes, yeah, we don't need 5. They're taking a look at it. What a start, though, by C.K. Gallegos Rodriguez. .5 remaining. We're gonna now. The other 2 guys are gonna look at it now.
Well, the one guy, he doesn't have anything to say because he's not even in the play. He wasn't even in the play. But you got to bring him in.
Maybe he had an opinion. Maybe he felt I can say something if I want to. It's America, you know.
Man.
Freedom of speech, you know.
I noticed that you missed the Uber drive.
I did, yeah. I did. Went right on by me. I'm going to wait, because if I say anything, it's going to be probably wrong. So let's wait.
Why we will say this, stick with us today at about 3:10, 3:15, the men's game. And at halftime today, we get to talk to Nick Sales. And at halftime of the men's game, Coach Paul will be with us.
You said about 3:10, 3:15? Not if we have more reviews this long.
Oh, that's true. Call is overturned.
I owe you a Coke.
That's right.
I owe him a Coke. I owe Thacker a Coke. I mean Wawa Coke.
Yeah, you owe Matthew a
Coke. Everybody gets one.
You get a Coke. You get a Coke. Oh, don't foul with 9 seconds.
That's number 2 now on Peterson.
You know, Jerry used to referee big-time basketball.
Yeah.
He had it on the spot.
You know, there's 3 of the crew members who either are a referee or have refereed.
In our crew today?
In our crew.
That's right. Well, Matt tries to referee every single time he calls a basketball game.
2.4 remaining and a missed free throw. Get one more. Second one is good. 19-13, 3/4 court. A little bit short. We'll take a timeout, 19-13.
IndianaSRN wants to put more kids on TV. And honestly, that's exactly what these kids deserve. They stream more than 350 high school and college games every year, giving Indiana athletes the spotlight they've earned. All games are free to watch with on-demand on their YouTube channel. The cost is amazingly affordable, which means more kids get their moment to shine. IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
At Riskwork, we're Team Indiana through and through, from coaching youth basketball to protecting critical infrastructure. Like our partners at IndianaSRN, we invest in people first. That same grit and leadership on the court drives our work in cybersecurity. We help businesses stay secure, resilient, and ready with no guesswork. If you can trust us to protect the grid, you can surely trust us to protect your Indiana business.
Hey, just a reminder, coming up at halftime of the
women's game,
Nick Sales will be joining us to talk about the
men's game. Maybe he'll bring up our popcorn and Coke with him.
He might.
Nick, if you're watching in your office, which I know you are,
you want to put your order in while he's in there?
2 hot dogs, a popcorn, and a Coke, please.
By the way, Victoria Detruz with 5, leading the way for Anderson. C.K. Gallegos Rodriguez with 9 in the opening quarter. So go ahead.
Anderson led 1 minute and 13 seconds. Rose-Hulman led 8 minutes and 22 seconds.
As you see, it'll be Fighting Engineers basketball to begin the quarter. Fennell. Ship off the entry, the kick, and the 3 is on the way and good.
Rodriguez. I got her for 5.
Rodriguez, a senior. Shot good at the other end by DIII, and now with 7.
She's kept them in the game, actually. 7 of the 15.
By the way, Columba Rodriguez does not see that much action. And yet the senior has 5 points in the first half. Here's Reese.
Oh.
Ship back to Reese. Launches the 3 and gets another one.
I tell you what, man. They're good. 7 on the night.
Quickly the other way. That 3 is short by Lauren Smith. Now they're playing loose. I mean,
they are.
Just come out, play. Here is Fennell. And all of a sudden it's 12. Quick 8-2 run to begin the second quarter. And now the Ravens in a hole again and a turnover. Back the other way, Reese. They may need to get a timeout. 6 turnovers by the Ravens, and they're down by 14 points. And a jump ball possession arrow will go to the Ravens.
Great defense.
Ravens trying to find an answer here as Izzy Davis will check back into the lineup. Last time these two teams met, you have to go back to December the 13th.
At Anderson.
At Anderson. 73-63 the final. Off the inbound and another turnover by Anderson. Right now they are their own worst enemy.
Yep.
Here's Reese. Rodriguez once again. Now Fennell. Ship. 15-footer, no. Gets the offensive rebound.
Shot clock at 20.
Here's Reese off the high screen. Not a whole lot of movement on this set. Reese gets it back underneath, and a foul from behind will put Gallegos Rodriguez at the line.
Reese was going to shoot that 3, saw the little 5-foot shot. That's great.
Foul will go against number 13, Sirota. Later high school basketball at Silver Creek High School. Free throw is good. Everything pretty much going the way for Gallegos Rodriguez in the first half.
Double figures at 10.
Second free throw is good as well.
What's her average?
4. That 4 is about 4 more than your average.
Yep.
16-point lead. Ravens undoubtedly are going to have to find some answer someplace, because right now, as you saw Larison have her shot partially blocked, they just cannot find anything to work offensively. At one point, though, they got the lead at 12-11, but since then, a 20-2 run, Coach. Here's Rodriguez.
Bam.
Holy cow. 8 by Rodriguez. Ravens need a timeout. 34-15.
Munster, who was both the athletic director and the basketball coach at the time, wrote me a letter. Said, we're interested in you coming to the school. And so I went over and visited in January or February of 1977 and kind of fell in love with the school. And I felt like if I can get a degree here, I'm going to get a job, and that mattered a lot to me. Hi, I'm Steve Hill, CEO and president of the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. I get to work with an amazing team to promote Las Vegas as the #1 tourist destination and the go-to place for conventions, sports, and entertainment. We've helped expand the convention center, launch the Vegas Loop, and bring big events like the Super Bowl, Formula One, and WrestleMania to town. As chairman of the Stadium Authority, I also help oversee Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders, and the future A's ballpark.
It wouldn't be Rose Hulman basketball without this.
You know, I'd be more impressed if you were doing that.
Well, I will tell you, if I did that, not only would an ambulance have to come and get me, but I'll be in traction for a month.
Can we try?
No, I already hurt my back once. I don't need to hurt my back again.
Columba Rodriguez, coach.
Yep.
8 points today in the first half.
She averages what?
0.6.
Oh, she's got her average.
Yeah. And she averages about a minute per game.
Well, she's played more than a minute.
She has played and well. That three, no good by Williamson, and the Ravens one and done again. Running the floor, basket is missed. Rodriguez the rebound off the miss by Fennell. Reese spins. Here's Ship straight away. Ship triple team, lost it. Biggs put it on the floor. Guards will come get you about every time. Ravens off the attack again. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. Good hands there by Gallegos Rodriguez. Good crowd here today for this senior day for the Fighting Engineers women's basketball team. 3 seniors being honored in the pregame. That's a travel.
Oh, my gosh.
Big time there by Larison. That shot's off the mark. A little off balance there by Sirota. And a chance to go up by 20, but that'll be a foul on Sirota. That's number 2.
Anderson has only scored 2 a bucket.
Yeah. And we played almost 4 minutes. Well, needless to say, Ravens better get something going here pretty quick because they find themselves in a very, very, very big hole. Here's Rodriguez. Shot no good by.
Man, that was in Indianapolis.
It was. That was Godoy Rodriguez.
Take the charge.
Ravens attack the other way. Basket good by Larison. Larison has 5. And the lead at 17. Now, you and I talk about this a lot. When you get up 17, 19, 20 points, that's when you really need to really step on the throat. The drive off the glass, no good. Godoy Rodriguez battle for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. Last touched, I believe, that time by Izzy Davis.
Larison is from Waldron, Indiana. I remember watching her play big-time basketball.
Kaya Peterson back in will play with 2 fouls. Don't forget men's game following the women's contest. In the corner, 3 is on the way. No good by Fennell. Save from going out of bounds. Good hustle, Ravens. And then they turn it over.
Look at that. That is 100% hustle.
8 turnovers. Peterson from 3, no good. Hustling after the basketball is Hawkins. Trapped in the corner, and the Fighting Engineers will get a 30-second timeout. Think about the hustle on Hawkins that time. Saves you a possession. You and I, again, we talk about the games we've done over the years and even this year. Bottom line is it's little things again. And hustling after a loose basketball down in the corner to give you an extra possession, you might say, well, what's the big deal? It might make a big deal at the end of the game.
Especially at the end of the game. You know, that extra possession, especially if you score.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing I like about it is when the ball is up in the air, there are 3 Rose-Hulman women going after the rebound, where before they would just let the ball hit the floor. We have not had a team rebound at all. The ball has not hit the floor either. A player has controlled it, which is impressive.
So Coach Paul got the timeout. And it will remain Rose-Hulman basketball. Nick Sales will be coming up at halftime.
I got a lot of questions for him. See all these questions.
Well, don't be throwing softballs at him.
I got all these questions. I got 54 questions.
Yeah, I bet. I can't wait to see how you're going to get those in. CK Rodriguez. Gallegos Rodriguez. The drive in the lane. Nice touch by Peterson. Lead back to 19 as Rose-Hulman continues their big lead here in the first half. Davis with the crossover. Shot off the glass. Good. Izzy Davis, her first bucket. She now has 4. Godoy Rodriguez running the point.
Oh, my
Gallegos
goodness.
Rodriguez, basket good and a foul.
I think someone forgot to yell for help. She took that first step. She was right there.
38 points already by Rose-Hulman here in the first half, and we still have over 4 minutes to go. Kylie Hendrickson will check in, a 6-foot senior, has the free throw good. Gallegos Rodriguez
13
has 13 points. There is Izzy Davis again. Davis with 6.
I think she's got to start warming up, take control.
Lead at 18. Double high screen here for Godoy Rodriguez. Hawkins. It'll be Fennell back to Hawkins.
Oh,
everything on the outside.
I like that, though.
Shot clock at 7. Here is Gallegos Rodriguez from 3. Missed it. Long rebound by Sirota.
Got to stop the ball.
Quickly the other way.
Oh, she got trapped. Oh, no.
You're just not going to give those guys a break today, are you?
What did she do?
She fouled her. You know, it's a game of angles, Coach. You know that. Your angle's up here. His angle's down there. He's closer than you.
I got replay.
Fouls on Godoy Rodriguez, whether Coach believes it or not. 3:29 remaining. The drive, the shot missed by Sirota. See, nothing hurt. On the run the other way, here is Fennell, basket good, Caitlin Fennell.
Tell you what, when she sets her feet, she's deadly.
20-point lead now for Rose-Hulman. They're ready to make a statement in this one. Izzy Davis in the lane, gets cut off. Hey, how about that pass down low, bucket good by Lauren Smith.
Her first 2 of the day. Now you have to finish strong if you're Rose-Hulman.
By the way, Bella Larison gets credit for the assist on that last play. It was a great pass. Coming up on 2.5 minutes, and that's not one way to do it right there. That'll be the 7th turnover.
I think that's a mental error.
Yeah, lack of focus right there. But those are the kind of mistakes you and I talk about also, is just the unforced errors.
Yep.
If you cut those down, you're going to win a lot of games.
Yes, sir.
19 on the shot clock. That is Larison. Fadeaway jumper is no good. Offensive rebound by Hendrickson, and another foul underneath. CK Gallegos Rodriguez will pick up the foul. That's number 1. Emma Shipp will come in. They'll save Gallegos Rodriguez, who's had a great first half. You know, it's been kind of quiet as Sophia Reese. Hendrickson unable to get that one to go. And this is Reese right here leading the break back the other way. Now Peterson Reese takes the low pass. Pull-up jumper good.
2.
11 now by Sophia Reese, and a quiet 11. Back to a 20-point lead. Ravens back the other way, another one and done. As Larison can't get it to go, it'll be a jump ball possession arrow in favor of Rose Hulman. So 1:44. Now here again is where you get to the point. Just take care of the basketball. Don't make it an empty possession. Try to get something here. Get points on the board and then get a stop and maybe a 2-for-1.
Yeah, I like that.
Ship.
Knock this down.
Oh. Well, Hawkins thought about the 3. Here's Reese, the spin. Hawkins. Runner. No, and a foul.
Got the foul, though.
So it's not an empty possession as long as you get a free throw, at least one here. Nia Hawkins averaging 3 per game. Fouls called on 24, Hendrickson. Hendrickson picks up number 1. The Ravens are going to have a lot to talk about at halftime.
Oh, my.
There you go.
Kiss off the bank.
You know, we haven't
Backboard.
seen every game this year, but this is probably the best first half we have called for Rose Hulman. A 32-10 run now 33-10. Crazy. So you are going to get it back one more time. Get a stop here. You're hoping maybe Anderson will run down that clock a little bit more. Here's a 3. Might have been partially blocked by Emma Ship. Lauren
Look
Smith.
at that pass.
And a foul the other way. 2 big possessions here at near the end of the first half.
That ball was on a rope.
Larison picks up number 2.
That's how Seattle's going to score against New England this year. This
Tomorrow?
Sunday, in the Super Bowl, yeah. Or when are you heading to San Francisco?
Right after this game. Well, the second game, of course. I like to hang around for both games if I'm
you're
committed to it.
You're calling both games. So.
But then I'm heading to the airport.
Who's taking the airport?
Well, I'll go. I'll leave my car there.
Oh, okay.
Second free throw by Peterson. So they've had 2 possessions, and they got 2 points. So neither possession was an empty possession. And all of a sudden now you're up by 23. Get a stop here. Potentially get it back one more time. Ravens, good ball movement. Wide open 3 is no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no as well. First it was Williamson, and then it was Cooper. Down the lane, shot no good by Peterson. Offensive rebound, Peterson no. Another offensive rebound by Hawkins. Shot clock off. Ravens a chance to get points on the board. Here's a 3 downtown, no good by Williamson.
You get this last shot of the half.
A great finish to the second quarter for Rose Hulman. Step back, Fennell. Oh, my!
It went in!
What a first half.
Are you kidding me?
That thing hung on the rim till the very last second and then went down.
Here we go, right there. Tweet, tweet, tweet.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
That's what you get with a round rim and a round ball right there, and anything can happen. And what a first half. We will talk with the head coach for the men's team coming up next. Coach, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, let's see. Field goal percentages here real quick. 22% for Anderson, 50% for Rose Hulman. 3-pointers, is held. Free throws have been very, very good, 81% of free throws. Here's where they're really doing a great job. Rebounding-wise, they've out-rebounded them 28-16. That's big. In a team who's really had a hard time getting boards during the game.
Coach, Rose-Hulman outscored the Ravens 30-10 in that second quarter with that last three. And what the big difference was, what we said a little bit ago. They made, you can look at those last 4 possessions, they ended up getting 5 points out of the 4 possessions and held Anderson scoreless on all 4 possessions.
Scored 14-4 on fast break points.
Yeah, that's big too.
That's big.
And what a first half by C.K. Gallegos Rodriguez. We'll talk more about her. Kate Fennell had a good first half. Sophia Reese had a good first half as well. So really good balanced scoring and really a great team effort in the first half.
Yeah, second half, second chance points also. They've outscored them 8-2 on that as well.
All right, we'll come back and we will have more of a halftime in just a couple of moments. Rose-Hulman on top, 49-23.
Your kid's Friday night touchdown. Just Wit HD on Roku. IndianaSRN is bringing Central Indiana high school sports right to your living room in crystal clear quality. With over 350 live contests streaming each year, from football under the lights to basketball buzzer beaters, we're putting local athletes in the spotlight. Search IndianaSRN on your Roku device today and never miss a moment of hometown glory.
Countdown 3, 2, 1.
At halftime, 49-23, halftime score, Rose-Hulman over Anderson. With this, something we try new so Coach can prep us ready for the men's game, because it's the word of the day today, Coach, is big. And Nick Sales joins us, and I know you've slept on the big win on Wednesday, but now you got to put them back on and go again tonight.
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier. We got
we got
the cream of the crop. Coach Collins has done a great job over at Anderson. They've won the league every year since I've been the head coach at Rose-Hulman, and he's got a really good team, talented team, led by a senior. You can tell he plays every game like it's his last, and so they are who they have what everybody else wants, man, and that's to win a championship.
Talk a little bit about the days, because you had some practices, kids look good and walk through. Talk a little bit about the last couple of days.
Yeah, we got back from Hanover late, 1:30 a.m. on Thursday morning, and then they did a good job going to class Thursday and Friday, and then we locked into Anderson. Our guys know how good they've been, and we got focused, and we got some guys healthy. Joey got his tooth knocked out, so he had to go to the emergency room and get that fixed. And we got some guys stretched, he did some treatment, and really focused on how to handle this zone that Anderson runs, and obviously focus on the isolation situations they put you in on the offensive end. They got some really great players, and so just focus on those things.
I'm going to change direction for a little bit. Talk a little bit about the how you are getting media coverage from us, and how that has helped your recruiting.
Absolutely.
Help me with that a little bit.
Absolutely. I think you guys do a phenomenal job. The coverage, talking about the student athletes, it's amazing. And because we recruit nationwide, it's not every person or every young man that we recruit can get to Terre Haute to watch the games live. So the coverage you guys provide, and we got a good class coming in so far. We got one Indiana guy, we got a couple guys from Colorado, a guy from Georgia. So we all over the place, and they're able to tune into the games and text us and let us know what they think, and they love the coverage. The families love the fact that you talk about the athletes, not just as athletes, but as students as well. And so you guys do a phenomenal job, and we greatly appreciate it.
That was one question. The other question is, who's your favorite broadcaster, Coach?
Of course
you can tell everybody.
Of course you. Without a doubt.
I told Troy I'm going to nail him. He goes, of course I'm going to be in the other room. Finally, you got this one, and then you got two more. You're on the road the last game of the year, correct?
Yes.
Against Earlham?
Yes.
But the other two are here Wednesday.
Yep.
And the other one is next Saturday, is that right?
Bluffton, yes.
At
Valentine's Day, yes. My wife is not happy about that.
Take her. I tell you, here's what you do, Coach, because I do it every year. You take her to White Castle on the 13th.
Yeah.
You set a little tablecloth down, you put a candle, and you give her a little box of heart candy.
We'll see how that goes. I'll try it. We'll see how that goes.
If you're in divorce court, don't call me. It's just, we got to work Valentine's Day.
Right, somehow.
Just play it on Jay.
I got to blame somebody.
Yes, blame the commissioner.
Right.
We'll take a break. When we come back, a lot more for you, Coach. I thank you. Oh, you want me to talk? Oh, he wants me to talk more to you.
Okay.
What's the key here?
The
of
key,
course, winning. But
right. The key for us is just value in every possession. These guys, they can score quick and runs. We got to take care of the basketball. We got to do a good job of keeping them off the foul line. We got to keep their main three-point shooters from getting open shots and playing the game offensively, selflessly, and with confidence.
One of the things that I will tell you I saw Wednesday night is better free throw shooting. And, man, did you take some charges? They didn't call them all, but you took some this will be a physical game as well, right?
Absolutely. I thought we did a good job Wednesday of playing with passion in a positive way. I thought everybody on the floor fed off of each other with the intensity and the energy that each one brought. And that's been big for us. Like, don't wait till a punch is thrown to start playing the game with confidence and passion. Just be excited to be here, take advantage of the opportunity, and you never know what emotional, positive response can lead to the next guy.
Yeah. Coach's box, coaches, that black box all the way down.
Yes.
It's not to the half court mark. I know you used that extended, and you don't know where that is. So that was pointed out Wednesday. Debbie goes, he's way out of the coach's box, is he? They don't have one in college.
Yeah, when you at Hanover, everything is right on top of each other, so it's hard to tell where anything is, and you get caught in the game there. And I hadn't won there in a while, so I was just caught in the emotions. Yeah. So I'm far from perfect.
Well, I'm not going to throw that stone. Yeah. Thanks. Now I'll let you go.
Absolutely.
Talk to you soon.
Absolutely.
All right. We'll have him at the end of the men's game, too.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort, fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with the blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Academy. It's a program that teaches Bible-based character education to public school students during school hours. Not before school and not after, but during school hours.
So here's how this works. The students will leave this school building, hop on this bus, take a short ride across the street to the church. I can see the steeple from here, have Bible class, hop back on the bus, head back to school. It's that simple.
Go to lifewise.org to find your school.
A great lawn starts with the right equipment. At Reynolds Farm Equipment, we're here to help you make mowing easier and more enjoyable. From zero turns to lawn tractors, John Deere mowers give you the power, precision, and comfort to get the job done right. Plus, with expert service and support from Reynolds, you can spend less time worrying about your mower and more time enjoying the results. Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local John Deere dealer since 1955.
Back once again here at Rolls Hulman, the pep band performing here for the crowd that is watching a Rolls Hulman basketball team playing just about as good as they've played all year long. 49 points in the first half. Here's how the first half numbers lined up. First off, for the Ravens, they shot in the first half just 23%. They were 8 of 35. Might be the worst they've shot all year long. And get this, 1 of 13 from three-point range, good enough for 7.7%. And they turned the ball over 7 times in the first half. They were led in scoring in the first half by Victoria Detruz, who finished with 7 points, 5 points by Larison, 6 points by Davis, a single point by Sirota, 2 points by Williamson, 2 points by Smith. Again, that rounds out their first half. For the Fighting Engineers, ended up with 2 players in double figures, and by the way, they ended up shooting 50% in the first half, 17 of 34 overall, 55% from three-point range. They were 6 of 11. And here's another number at times they have struggled at the free throw line, but today, not the case. 9 of 11, good enough for 82%. And how about these numbers? Gallegos Rodriguez, 14 points in the first half. She averages 4. The other big surprise, and it's not Sophia Reese, and it's not Caitlin Fennell, it is Columba Rodriguez, who averages 0.6 points per game, about a minute played per game on average this year, and in the first half, 8 points. That is huge for this basketball team. Caitlin Fennell finished with 9, Sophia Reese with 11, Emma Schiff with 2. Rounding out the scoring was Anaya Hawkins, also with 2 points in the first half. Turnover-wise, 8 turnovers by Rolls-Hulman in the first half of play, and points from turnovers big as well. Rolls-Hulman, 14 points off turnovers, only 4 for Anderson. Each team even in points in the paint with 14, and bench points, Rolls-Hulman 5, but that again, remember, Columba Rodriguez got the start today on senior day, and she is producing again with 8 points. 2 of those buckets coming from three-point range. Second half action coming up. It's the Fighting Engineers on top of this one, 49-23.
When I was growing up, I had pretty good math skills, and I had a high interest in science. My mother's father was an engineer. Although I never really knew him, I knew of him. So the option of being an engineer was always exciting to me. And as I progressed through high school, one of the things that really stuck out to me, our football training room in high school had a Rolls-Hulman football poster. As I got closer to making a decision, I learned a lot about Rose, and the appealing thing to me was that it was going to be a small setting. I would maybe have an opportunity to play football, which I knew I wasn't going to be a professional football player, but the team association, the friendships, the camaraderie had always been important to me.
Back here at Rolls-Hulman, game 1 of 2. The men's game coming up about 30 minutes after the completion of our women's game. All right, Coach, there's 2 different contrasts going on here. One, you have a team that's hot, and that's Rolls-Hulman. I mean, that might be their best first half all season long. On the other side, the Ravens had to go in that locker room thinking, what do we got to do? Because we're down big, and we got to fight back, and we don't have a whole lot of time to do it.
Well, the first 4 minutes of the second half, that media timeout, you got to cut this down. I think you got to cut this down at least by 10 for that first media timeout.
In 5 minutes?
In 5 minutes, yes, sir.
Wow.
You got to put some defense on. You got to hit your shots. I think you've really just got to hit shots. You're shooting a dismal, 20? They're
well,
at
overall
23%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, your defense better pick up too, because you gave up 49 points to a team that's coming in averaging 60. They're 11 away from their average.
Well, and what I say, this game would be in the 50s.
Yeah, well, you're almost there.
No.
Are you going to wait for Anderson to catch up, or is that for both teams?
I don't think Coach Paul would like that if I said, hey, don't score until it's 49-48.
Yeah, I think he'd be a little upset about that. Well, now the question is, can you keep the pedal on the gas, keep it going, and on the other side, Anderson's going to have to work pretty quick.
Yeah, they do. I think they got to work very, very well. Something I've never seen here at Rolls-Hulman before. You ready for this?
Yes.
There was a line in the concession stand.
Really?
Yeah. And I said, hey, this is on Troy Daragowski, and they said, Troy who?
Well, I can believe that. Our producer wants to know, did you get his hot dog?
I did not.
Okay.
In between games, hopefully.
All right. I would, too. Cut his microphone completely
There's
off.
a three.
Yeah, how about that start? The three right out of the chute by Sirota. Her first points of the day, averages 11. So back the other way we go. Ship, jumper good. Everything is falling. That ball bounced high off the rim and went right back down, just like the end of the first half. The spin in the lane, off the glass, no good by Williamson. And they've just not had a whole lot of second chance opportunities.
No, hardly any.
Here's Reese, the high screen by Ship. And a travel the other way by Rodriguez. Columba, by the way, would have gotten into double figures if she ends up getting a bucket right there. So 1 minute gone here in the third quarter. Other games today, Franklin is at Berea. Earlham is at Mount St. Joseph. That one off the glass and a miss. Bluffton is at Transylvania. Manchester is on the road at Hanover. Turnover number 2 in the quarter.
That's a big game at down in Hanover. They're all big now.
Here's a three on the way. Good. How about Williamson?
I got her for 5.
First bucket she's had today. And all of a sudden it's 51-29. So now the Fighting Engineers. After 2 turnovers, here's Reese. Her pull-up shot is up and good.
Didn't panic, did they?
Nope.
They really didn't panic.
13 now by Sophia Reese. We mentioned her numbers are quiet and just going about her business as usual. That 3 back the other way, no good by Williamson. I'm not sure, and you can maybe help me a little bit here. Anderson just doesn't seem like when a shot goes up that they're crashing the boards at all.
I don't think they're in rhythm.
Here is Ship. 3-pointers off the mark and a foul on the rebound by Rodriguez. Well, generally, though, Coach, you see a team will end up getting maybe a offensive rebound here or there, but that just has not been the case. The Ravens have been one and done a lot.
Yes.
Smith is back in. Also back in will be Izzy Davis.
They all leaving?
Well, maybe they're headed to the concession stand. The line was too long. In the corner. 3 is on the way. No good. As Lauren Smith can't get it to go. Here's Izzy Davis. Davis, the drive with the left hand, foul call. That'll be number 3 on Peterson.
Got to move your feet.
So Izzy Davis at the line for the second time. She is 2 for 2 from the stripe. That was kind of a mass exodus, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Maybe they feel that the lead is very comfortable and they'll come back later.
Oh, no, the pizza arrived. They're all coming back with a slice of pizza.
The same pizza that Wawa wanted and didn't get it. Free throw is good. Somebody walked in with like 5 pizzas and they walked right by Thacker and just kept on going. He was not a happy
That was
camper.
the cheerleaders.
Well, he was not happy. So a lead at 23. It'll be Fighting Engineers basketball. Godoy Rodriguez will find Reese on the left wing. And now they're all coming your way. Shot clock down to 10.
Man, that guy's got 6
drive
slices
with the
of
left
pizza.
hand. No good by Gallegos Rodriguez. How many? Oh, it does smell good, doesn't it?
It does.
How about Izzy Davis? Missed the runner. Foul on the rebound against the Ravens.
Davis is a little upset with herself.
Well, I see what they're doing. The students are now moving from the left to the right because they can hassle Anderson.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, when they have the basketball.
Okay, it makes sense.
Foul on 34, which is Victoria Detruz, who will pick up her second. We will stay here with 18 on the shot clock. Well, so far the Ravens have outscored the Fighting Engineers 7-4 in the quarter. It's a far cry from what happened in the second quarter, in which Rose-Hulman outscored the Ravens by 20. Reese trapped in the corner, gets it to Fennell. The spin, off the glass, good. Fennell now double figures with 11. Ravens back the other way. 15-footer no good by Sirota. They'll get the offensive rebound. Now it'll be Davis for three. That's no good. Ball loose on the floor, and it will be Rose-Hulman basketball.
They've gotten every loose ball.
You know, that's a lot of pizza going down everybody's throat here. How about that jumper by Godoy Rodriguez? Her first two. Quickly the other way. The drive and the shot by Sirota. She'll go to the line. See the play right there. That's a nice spin.
That's a nice.
You know what's kind of upsetting about this?
Yes.
Is all that pizza coming in here, and we didn't get a single slice of any of it. Did we, Thacker? And I bet you're kind of hungry, aren't you? We go to the free throw line. Sirota's first one is good. You know, it is kind of rude for them to eat in front of us and not offer us any. Yeah, we're the ones working. Sirota misses number two, stays at 26. Rose-Hulman looking for their 6th win of the conference season. That'll be a turnover. Number 10 now. Ravens push it quickly up the floor. Three is on the way. Air ball, as Sirota didn't even come close on the shot. Off the rebound, we have a jump ball possession arrow in favor of Rose-Hulman. And they'll reset the shot clock to 30. And what I find more amazing than anything is what happened to my analyst. 11 turnovers now by Rose-Hulman. He disappeared somewhere. Here's the three by Izzy Davis. Davis now double figures with 10. Lead down now to 23. I'm glad you're back. You just disappeared on me.
Well, I got pizza coming.
All right. Jumper is no good by Ship. Ball goes out of bounds by Davis. It'll stay here with the Fighting Engineers. And we have a timeout on the floor. Rose-Hulman leads it 57-34.
The thought process and the training on how to think about things, I think, has been more valuable than the degree in my career. But I really feel like Rose taught me just the structure of how to think well. That structure and that discipline has been something you can apply even when it's not to what is kind of a stereotypical engineering problem. That's been, I feel, a real benefit.
Hey sports fans, are you ready to get even closer to all the action with IndianaSRN? Subscribe now and never miss a moment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get instant access to exclusive live streams. Stay updated with real-time scores and breaking news by following us on Twitter, your ultimate source for everything Indiana sports related. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube and smash that follow on Twitter. Join the IndianaSRN family today and take your passion for high school and college sports to the next level.
Back here at Rose-Hulman, yeah, coach is back.
I'm okay.
He was doing a service for all of our hungry employees.
Well, you know, the official looked at those guys going by with all that pizza too, and he goes, TV timeout.
Yeah, that's right. Let me grab a bite. Fighting Engineers basketball. Here is Fennell. Ravens trying to pressure on the double team, and they'll force a turnover. Number 12. 2-on-2 break back the other way. Off the glass, missed by Smith. but another offensive rebound. This three, a high arcing three, is good.
Is that Pate?
That was Ashley Pate. Pate with her first bucket, lead at 20. Here is Godoy Rodriguez. Lead back to 22. Izzy Davis rolls off the back of the rim. Rebound by Godoy Rodriguez. Here is Fennell. Wide open Reese. That's no good. Rebound Hawkins. Hawkins put back no. Another offensive rebound by Godoy Rodriguez.
Right there. That's smart play.
Now to be Hawkins. Hawkins turns, stolen away. 13 turnovers. 2-on-2 break. Davis gets fouled off the pass. Foul against Sophia Reese.
I disagree.
Well, you're just hard to please today, aren't you? Did you get up on the wrong side of the bed or something?
Got up early.
Yeah, I heard. So Reese just picked up number 2. Ravens inbound, down by 22. This is a Ravens team that averages 74 points per game. Left hand basket good by Larison, and she'll go to the line.
That's 7. They're shooting 24%.
That's going up.
Yes.
Foul will be called against Julia Meyer, who has checked into the lineup now for the Fighting Engineers. Meyer's been on the bench, in fact, was the entire first half, simply because Columba Rodriguez played so well. Free throw is good by Larison.
She has 8.
And the lead at 19. So they're slowly, speaking of the Ravens, chipping into that lead, and there's another turnover. Right now, Rose Hulman has turned the ball over 14 times, and they have 6 already here in the third quarter. Izzy Davis. The drive, Davis off the glass, no good. Battle for the rebound, it'll stay here.
What I see Anderson's doing a lot better this half is actually going to the basket.
We were talking about the shooting woes for the Ravens. They came in shooting at 40% as a team, 37% from three-point range, and boy, they really struggled in both those areas in the first half. Near double dribble that time by Larison. Here's Pate. Pate with a left hand, no. Rebound battled for. Ravens get a fresh 20.
Davis
with a left hand, good, and she'll go to the line. And here come the Ravens, slowly cutting into that lead, and Izzy Davis, a big part of that here in the third quarter. They've now scored 19 points in this quarter. Make it 20. And all of a sudden, it's down to 16.
Here comes the press.
And it's much more manageable now than it was at halftime. Skip pass will find Godoy Rodriguez. She'll get it back from Ship. And then a reaching foul against Izzy Davis. And I believe that'll be number 1 on Davis.
You know, I think they passed up a pretty good shot there to go. But it's, again, I tell you what, that Davis girl can play.
Well, you know why, don't you? She's a redhead.
I think you was going to say because Dan Wagner taught her how to play.
Redhead first. Redheads have good instincts when it comes to basketball.
Is that right?
Yeah. Here's Fennell. What?
Is that why you paint your hair red?
Yes. Fennell double teamed. Davis. Or take that back. That's going to be Reese on the baseline. Back to Fennell. Fennell for 3, no good. Rebound pulled away by Sirota. Here come the Ravens, but they turn it over. Big steal here by Godoy Rodriguez. Gets it back from Reese. Layup good.
15 points on the night.
Boy, that would have been big there for the Ravens if they could have come back and gotten a bucket. Larson with 1:30 to go. Larson in the lane, fade away, got the roll. Larson in double figures now with 10. 61-45 as we have a minute and change to go here in the third. Ship back to Reese. Now it'll be Ship. The handoff, Godoy Rodriguez. Reese for three, off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, Gallegos Rodriguez. Back to Ship, jumper good. It'll be a 2-point bucket.
Ship has 6.
That's what an offensive rebound, second chance opportunities can do for you, and got him another bucket. The up and under with the left hand, no good by Sirota.
I think she thought she got fouled.
I think her coach did too. Still a chance here for the Ravens to get it back. It's 10 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. One thing you want to do here is run this thing down as much as you can to make sure that you don't give the Ravens a whole lot of time. Nice crossover, Reese. Pull-up shot, no good. Rebound, Pate. Ravens with 10. Turnover, no. It'll go back to the Ravens. Here's Pate once again. Pate on the drive, blocked. It goes out of bounds, and give the block that time to Godoy Rodriguez.
Dude, back to back. Wow. Come on. You don't want to give up that basket. Telling coach to get back in the coach's box.
3.1. Plenty of time in the half court. The inbound, Davis. Davis. Shot on the way, and they're going to say no, and traveling call. So take the basket away.
Now they got to put time on the clock. They got to put at least a second on the clock.
And I bet we're going to have a review. I told you. So they will take a look at the monitor.
That's our replay right there. Well, wait, ref, we're watching the replay. Anderson's coach going, why are reviewing? You said no basket, the horn sound is over.
Well, he didn't get the answer he wanted, apparently.
Put .6 on the clock?
Well,
they are. They're putting points.
And I understand that, and I understand if it were something in the half court, I would say great, but you're not going to get anything here.
No, you can advance the ball here, can't you? Cannot Rose Hulman ask to advance the ball?
Apparently not, or they don't think it's worth it. The inbound, and that was not a quick .6, but it's over. 63-45, we head to the fourth.
Independent studies, I came across the IndiediNing.com domain name, and so I built kind of this restaurant listing platform that was a kind of Yelp before Yelp was really popular. So after graduation, I continued work on Indie Dining. I ended up meeting a CEO of a company called FormStack, and from that experience, I ended up starting another business. I built out the company, and then we merged companies again with FormStack. And I took some time off after selling that business, and I realized at my core I just enjoy like tinkering and building things. I started this venture studio where we kind of come up with ideas and we build them out, and then they kind of run with them. I'm behind the scenes kind of just doing what I really enjoy is building those products.
Back here at Rose Hulman, while I am doing all the heavy lifting, the analyst that I'm working with has decided to take his second break already. He left earlier for a couple of minutes, and now you've left for a pizza break.
Paragraph 6
of your contract?
Line 7. During timeouts, I can have pizza, root beer, hot dogs, nachos, or a candy bar.
But then there's another little piece in the fine print that your wife says, no, you can't.
Well, that's paragraph 12.
Oh, okay.
I scratched that out today.
All right, Ravens have 10 minutes. Try to get their 10th win in the conference. Otherwise, Rose Hulman wins their 6th. Makes things a little more interesting. Ravens basketball to begin the quarter. Larson, good. Got to get her going, averaging 13 per game, now has 12. 63-47. I would imagine at some point Ravens are going to have to press a little bit more to try to force Rose Hulman into some more turnovers. They had 14 through 3. Caitlin Fennell can't get the roll on this one. Boy, that ball saved from going out of bounds. Daytru's had lost it, and there's a turnover by the Ravens. Number 11, and they cannot turn the ball over anymore the rest of this quarter.
How about this? Instead of running an offense, they have kicked it back out. Now they set their offense with 13 on the shot clock.
Now, there is some, I'm sure, discussion. Here is Ship. Jumper no good. There is some discussion, though, that sometimes when you pull it out a little bit too early, that your offense has a tendency to go south. And can you afford to do that? One and done for the Ravens. Ship says, I'm going to quickly get it down into the half court, which is a good idea. Fennell, the drive with a left, or should say right hand, good.
I got it for 12.
13. Back the other way. Ravens, one and done. Ship with the rebound. See, I'm surprised that Anderson's not pressing.
I think Rose Hulman's faster than they are. No?
No.
I disagree.
Okay. With this lineup on the floor right now, I would say that Anderson is faster. Good look here at Godoy Rodriguez. No good on the shot. And if it is the case, Coach, I'm getting my guards in there and I'm going to press. Player goes down.
She just
ball
fell
goes
down.
Out of bounds. Turnover Ravens. Yeah, that was Larison who just went to the floor.
Now here comes.
By the way, the Anderson coach not happy there wasn't a foul there.
Well, she just fell down.
Well, maybe he thought she got pushed.
Well, she might have, but she just fell down. You know what I said when I officiated? Wasn't my call, wasn't my area. It's his call.
Oh, I didn't see it. That's always, I didn't see it. Back the other way. Peterson. Now to Godoy Rodriguez. Godoy Rodriguez with a left hand, no good. And then it goes off the leg and out of bounds by Sirota.
Did not Rodriguez travel a little bit there?
Just a little. Just. Yeah, well, Thacker said it was a step through. Thacker knows basketball.
Yeah.
Ship. Fresh 20 in the shot clock. Godoy Rodriguez off now to Peterson. Ship once again, the double team. The kick, the drive, and turning is Godoy Rodriguez, taken away by Izzy Davis, and a foul call. And the Ravens just cannot believe it. Izzy Davis picked up number 2. So back in will be Sophia Reese, and I think that the reason now you bring Reese back in is I'm still anticipating Anderson's going to go full court press.
Well, she's a threat deep as well.
Yes. Ship will find Reese.
Oh, she points to the spot. Look at this.
Wanted the screen. Here's Peterson. Baseline drive, left hand, no. Peterson with the offensive rebound, put back good.
She's come off the bench and scored 5 points and played really, really well.
Lead back to 20, back the other way. A lot of contact. Sirota losing it out of bounds. And it'll go back over, and here's the press. And we thought maybe this would be the case. But you're going to have to pick up.
Well, you got to pick up like right away.
Yeah.
That was easy.
I don't understand that. You got to pick up full court. And I mean full court. Here's Reese. Because you know the Ravens, or I should say that the Engineers have been using clock every time down. That time a little bit quick. Here's Izzy Davis back the other way. Davis off the drive, lost it, and a foul call. And it looks like they may get Fennell, who went to the floor.
That would be 3. Is that not correct?
Number 2.
2.
Well, and I'm not trying to say, listen, you're in panic mode, but I think you have to be. You're down by 20 with 6 minutes and 11 to go. I'm just surprised the Ravens haven't gone just full bore. Here's Sirota. Davis sets for 3 and missed it badly. Long rebound battled for.
Look at that.
Ship able to come away with it.
2 white shirts right there.
Back the other way. Peterson got the defender in the air and will go to the line. Taking a look at Peterson right here. That's a great head fake. Foul number 3 on Sirota. She's coming out of the lineup. And here is Peterson, 1 for 2 from the line. That is their first free throw in the entire second half.
With 5:51 left in the half.
Yeah. Second free throw is good.
She's got 7.
As a
off
player,
the bench.
As a player, I'd rather have everybody talking, if
Yeah,
you don't
me
mind.
too.
Davis back the other way. Ravens will get it to Larson. Larson inside, no. And rebound Peterson, stripped away, turnover, number 15. Here's Larson again. Now the drive in the lane. Nothing that time.
The defense just stopped right at the goal. A block.
Shot number 2 is no good by Smith, and it will be Rose-Hulman basketball.
Rose-Hulman is outplaying them right now.
Yeah.
Every loose ball.
Well, and again, I don't know why. You can still press after a missed shot. It's not as organized as it would be when a shot is made, but you got to get up there and guard now. Full court. Peterson down the lane, left hand no, and another foul call, and the Ravens are not happy about that one either. And we got a timeout on the floor, 4:51 to go in the fourth, 69-47.
Independent studies, I came across the IndianaSRN.com domain name, and so I built kind of this restaurant listing platform that was a kind of Yelp before Yelp was really popular. So after graduation, I continued work on indie dining. I ended up meeting a CEO of a company called FormStack, and from that experience, I ended up starting another business. I built out the company, and then we merged companies again with FormStack. And I took some time off after selling that business, and I realized at my core I just enjoy like tinkering and building things. I started this venture studio where we kind of come up with ideas and we build them out, and then they kind of run with them. I'm behind the scenes kind of just doing what I really enjoy is building those products.
Well, John Ginn is the head coach for the Ravens. He is in his 5th season, and I know he's got to be a little bit frustrated. They got off to a terrible start. They didn't shoot well in the first half, and then they started to make a little bit of a run in that third quarter, and now in the fourth quarter, just 2 points, and we have 4:51 to go.
Well, and during that whole entire TV timeout, he was talking to officials probably 90% of the time.
And again, I'm just a little bit confused why, and maybe he doesn't feel comfortable, and I'll give him the credit there that he doesn't feel comfortable his team can full court press. And that's why they haven't done so, but they're going to have to come up with something here pretty quick. As you see Peterson at the line. By the way, that last foul called against Ashley Pate, that was her second. Peterson now 3 for 3 here in the.
This is her season high.
She averages 9.6 per game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Peterson is?
Yes. Would I lie to you?
No, but I got my wrong stat.
Yes, you did.
Now she's at her average.
6 points in the quarter. Averaging, as you mentioned, 9. Ravens off the drive, and we'll go to the free throw line.
Guess what? You know, I talked about fouls, and, you're not giving me a foul, and, well, he got a foul.
He got a foul. Problem is you're down 71-47.
I told you this was going to be a 70-point game.
Yes, you did. You're so accurate all the time.
I know.
By the way, this is the biggest lead, that last before that free throw, the biggest lead of the game. One more for Williamson.
You know who our halftime guest is in the men's game?
Me?
No. Coach Paul will be up.
Oh, there you go.
Going to tell us all about this win.
You're not going to throw in some softballs like you did the men's coach?
Well, no.
Backdoor cut, Reese, and traveled with it. That's the one area of concern in the second half for Rose Hulman, and that is the amount of turnovers. The good news is that the Ravens have not capitalized on it. And we are coming up on 4 minutes remaining. Larson against Fennell. Oh, my.
Think that was late?
Well, the only thing I don't like about that call from that official is there was a body in front of him, and I'm not sure how he could see the foul on the player from where he was. Now, that should have been this guy on this side. Free throw missed.
Ball never lies. Is that what they said?
Yep. Fennell, by the way, picked up number 3. Larson back for number 2 and missed them both. Well, it's been that kind of day for the Ravens. They're going to need a miracle the rest of the way, as you see right here. Rose Hulman going to spread it out. Coach Paul says just be patient. As you run another 12 seconds off, and they won't. Fennell, everything falling for them.
15.
They've gotten every bounce, every roll. They've gotten every 50-50 ball. It's just one of those days where they played as well as you could expect.
They knew it was crunch time, though. Oh, look at this pass.
Oh. If Peterson hauls that in, she has an easy 2. And I think what she was thinking is if I haul this in, I got an easy 2.
She almost ran over Matthew, our camera guy. Take the charge, Matthew. Take the charge.
Or you could do like Thacker did one of our games. He
and
tripped
the
player.
Kid.
Yeah. Poor kid got hurt.
She got hurt during the game.
Well, they delayed the game for 20 minutes. And you missed supper that night.
Yep.
Izzy Davis. Under 3.5 to go. Quick release on the 3 is no good as Williamson can't get it to go. Foul on the rebound. They may get shipped. You didn't like that call either, did you?
He said she held her.
Nope, they're going to say it's on Gallegos Rodriguez. By the way, Gallegos Rodriguez with 14 points all in the first half, but that's where they set the tone, leading it by 26. I think they got Sophia Reese
she stepped over the line.
Baseline warning there. Just take a half a step back, you'll be okay. They reset the shot clock.
They reset it to 20.
So Izzy Davis will inbound. Davis in the lane. No good. Rebound battled for, goes out of bounds, last touched by Anderson. Victoria Detru's the last to touch it, and now here's your press. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little too late. I know there's some talk whether, well, can we really press after a missed shot? You can.
You just have to be aware.
You have to be, you have to tell your players, here's what's going to happen. If it's missed, you got to pick up full court. And now you have a chance to run this under the 3-minute mark. Reese, good. See, and everything's loose now. Big lead, no pressure. Wide open jumpers. Reese with 15. Back the other way, basket good by Sirota. So Transylvania coming into this one today with a 12-2 record. Anderson now has to keep an eye on Mount St. Joe and Berea. There is Peterson again. So instead of going to 10-5 and maybe staying within 2 games of Transylvania, you're going to fall 3 games behind if Transylvania wins today. And again, they will be playing Bluffton. And Bluffton is a team that they should handle, a sub-500 team.
Who's Transylvania have?
Transylvania, they have today Bluffton. Julia Meyer has checked back in for Rose Hulman. That last foul was on Gallegos Rodriguez, her third. As Lauren Smith out of Cowan High School gets them both. She now has 4.
Don't forget now, halftime of the men's game. Coach Paul will be coming up and talking to us. Might be bring a player of the game as well with him.
Press again by the Ravens. Still think they were about 5 minutes short on this press. Ship will travel. See, I think if they would have done that earlier, bring in a 5-guard lineup, and because then you're going to have to shoot threes too, because you're down big, but probably should have started this at about the 6.5, 7 minute mark, in my opinion.
No. They're advancing the ball.
Yeah.
So you can advance the ball on a dead ball like that?
Well, because I think it happened here. Didn't happen across half court. That shot is no good from 3.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. I understand now.
Yeah.
Okay, good call.
Did here before she jumped over.
Got it. Write that down.
I'm writing it
145.
Down.
Fourth quarter.
Took you a little time, though, huh?
Yeah. Or 105 games together. You got to call.
Here the shot clock coming down. Meyer has it stripped out of her hands. Anderson back the other way. This is Williamson for 3, no good. And the Fighting Engineers are going to win this game as Anderson is going to empty their bench. Next dead ball opportunity, ball loose. As Sirota can't get it to go, and we have a stoppage of play here. I think this is going to be a timeout, and we'll take a timeout as well. 77-53.
It's all about bringing people together, and it's all about dogs. Dog Day in the drive-thru is a day where we give back to our furry friends.
We hand toys out to dogs and their owners in the drive-thru.
My dogs love this event. Tails start wagging, the heads are out the window.
We also partner with local animal shelters to help dogs find their forever home.
Chick-fil-A knows the heart of the community. You meet new friends, you meet new dogs.
We just love seeing their faces in the drive-thru.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
77-53.
You know what commercial that was?
It was a
Chick-fil-A.
no. Oh. You know what I had last night?
You had Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. You know why? Because taste it, you'll love it for good.
You know they got these new shakes that.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Boy, what a big win today, though, for Rose Hulman. I know we're going to talk more about it here in a minute, and we're going to maybe, I hope, later in the men's game we get a chance, we'll get some of the updated scores from the women. A lot of times they don't come in quite as quickly as we'd like them to. By the way, Coach Ginn is still arguing with one of the officials, and I don't understand it. I understand he's frustrated with his team, but they did not come ready to play here today. Not for a team that is fighting for one of the top 3 spots in the conference. Foul on Julia Hoffman out of Covenant Christian High School.
We've seen her play a couple of times in her career.
And I believe she's another redhead.
Yes, sir.
Here is Rodriguez. Columba with a season-high 8. All in the first half, but it helped, again, really build the lead. Under a minute to go.
Oh, man.
We have a rebounding
That's
foul
good.
on Rose Hulman.
Yeah.
Tell you what, if Rodriguez would hit that 3, the house would have come down.
You bet.
We are going to
Shoot
walk to the
here.
other end.
You know, in the Indianapolis or Indiana, state of Indiana, they have sectional championship games tonight. 64 sectional teams will be crowned for the next round of regionals the next week. Great time of the year for women's and girls basketball in Indiana.
Nice round of applause for
the seniors.
Yeah, Gallegos Rodriguez, and boy, what a day, though, for Columba Rodriguez. So it's just one of those days where everything was falling and helped the team win today.
One of the things I talked to Coach Sells about is, what is the deal? He goes, it's senior night, baby.
Yeah.
Put on that uniform.
Well, and again, Coach, not just put it on, but make a huge contribution. And we can do that. It's a memorable senior day for sure. Drive down the lane, left hand good by Godoy Rodriguez. And then a turnover on the inbound. Julia Hoffman stepped over the line. "13 turnovers by Anderson today. Rose Hulman with 19 turnovers. They had a stretch there in the third quarter where they got a little shaky with the basketball, and you thought the Ravens might give them a run, but Rose Hulman answered the call every time.
Oh, she's going to shoot the ball.
That one in and out. Offensive foul called against Abigail Shearer.
You mean
out
it's
of
against the
Brazil.
rules to elbow you in the gut like that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Rose Hulman now will go what?
6-9.
Wow.
In the conference, and they'll be battling it out again. They have Hanover, Bluffton, Manchester, and Rose all battling out for those last three spots. Lead pass back the other way, saved from going out of bounds. Shot no good by Godoy Rodriguez, and this one is over. Rose Hulman got off to a fast start and had a tremendous second quarter in which they outscored Anderson 30-10 and a convincing 79-54 win. And again, Coach, with that win, Fighting Engineers now 7-15 overall, 6-9 in the conference. For Anderson, they fall to 13-9 overall, 9-6 in the conference, and we wait now to see what happens with a couple of the other teams, but Rolls-Hulman is right in there. Next time out, Rolls-Hulman will play Mount St. Joseph right here at Hulbert Arena.
That is a men's game. The women is at Mount St. Joe. That's
our next game, yeah.
Oh, our next game,
Yeah,
yes.
our next game right
Sorry.
there on Wednesday.
I didn't hear the director in my ear. Sorry.
Yeah, that's our next game here on Wednesday. But nonetheless, Rolls-Hulman picking up the win here today. Now, speaking of this Rolls-Hulman women's basketball team, they will be at Mount St. Joseph on the 11th, at Bluffton on the 14th. Those two games are very winnable. Bluffton is 6-8, Manchester 5-9 coming into today, and they finish out at home against Earlham. They very well could win all three games, and that would be big the rest of the way.
I don't know who said something, but they said, way to go, seniors. Great senior night, 79-54. Wait it now for us as we reboot 30 minutes from now. The men's will take the court, and should be a fun second half of this game.
All right, that'll do it. Engineers 79, Ravens 54. This has been Women's College Basketball on RHIT.TV.